It started out like any normal night in the refugee camp. About 10 o'clock, my mom said, go to bed, put us to bed. And then I hadn't even fallen asleep. I think it was like 10:30. I was just starting to fall asleep when my mom rushed in saying that we were under attack. My mom put us under a mattress, my sister and I. Probably 30 minutes later, two men came to the door and said that they were there to rescue us. And my mom took me and my sister, my two cousins, and my aunt, and we went up to the door. And as soon as we got to the front, to the entrance, the two men that were supposedly there to rescue us, one said to the other, "Shoot them." I honestly don't know how I didn't get hit by a bullet. I was the only person that didn't get hit. My mom was shot. She survived, but she got shot. My sister was killed. My two cousins were killed, and my aunt. So I run back to the mattress where my mom had hit us, and I start praying. The tent was burning around me, and I try to escape. And as soon as I step outside, that one of the rebels holds me and has a gun to my head. Again, and another moment where he could have just shot me, and he didn't. I should have died. I don't know how I didn't. I don't know. There has to be an explanation. Really, it's unbelievable. And I think that's why I'm here, and I think that's why I'm supposed to tell the story. For me, it was my teacher who applied for me to go to Mercy, and that kind of changed the course of my life. The Frances Warde Scholarship was the reason I went to Mercy. It was the reason that my family could afford to keep me at Mercy.
Bishop Timon, who was the Bishop of Buffalo, realized that the Erie Canal had just been built by refugees. And he contacted Frances Warde and said, "Would you come to Rochester?" And so we have the Sisters of Mercy of Rochester starting to help refugees, immigrants in this area. So the Frances Warde Scholarship, I see, is just a continuation of something that has been deeply a part of Mercy since the beginning.
Sister Gay Moorhead and her leadership team, they determined that they would take some of the monies and they would select a scholarship and name it Frances Warde in honor of all teachers, past and present teachers, and 4 students would be given 4 years of tuition scholarship, and that was to be given to a refugee, an immigrant student.
Yeah, Mercy kind of opened my eyes to, wow, it's not all cruising, because at my old school, I didn't speak English and I was on high honor roll. That's not good. That's not a good thing.
I remember when Sandra came in as a freshman, very scared. It took her a long time before she was able to feel comfortable with her friends. After the first couple of months of school, there were smiles, there was laughter. She improved in her ability to share her story.
I'm an American, and I don't think anybody can tell me that I'm not. And if this is my story, this is America's story as well. That educational foundation that I had at Mercy is, I really do not think that I would have been able to write this book or even think that I could write a book.
The whole idea behind the Frances Warde Scholarship is to help young ladies that aren't able to afford Mercy education. And when I first heard about it and heard some of these stories like Sandra's, I thought, boy, it'd be neat to help someone to get to where Sandra is today.
I'm enough proof that you should support that scholarship fund. You're not just preparing someone for college. You're inspiring a young woman to believe that she can reach higher than she ever thought she could.
My parents actually were born in Bhutan, but they spoke Nepali too in Bhutan, and the people didn't want it like two different cultures in one country, so they were forced out of the country. When my dad was in Bhutan, like when he was like 7 years old, he lost his eyesight, so it was pretty difficult for him. And when he came to Nepal, and he had a hard time there. There was a fire in our camp, like one person put fire in our camp, and like the whole camp was burned, and we were living in jungles, in tents. And then we suddenly heard about like coming to America, like they were like filling out forms, and we had the opportunity to come here. I think my life was different before coming to Mercy, and even when I was about to come to Mercy, when they told me that the scholarship was closed, like they didn't have any more scholarships left now, I was really sad. And then I prayed to God. I prayed with my teacher, Miss Manta, and my friends. We all prayed together, and again they called us and they were like, "You all three of the girls got scholarship," and I was so excited.
Well, I have Mahema in my class now. She's a quiet, gentle soul, sits right up front, but very engaging and eager to learn, and a delight.
They always dreamt of me being a nurse or a doctor, but they never thought that it would become true, but now they're actually having hope.
It's just amazing what these young ladies have gone through in such a short lifespan. And if we, have the ability to help, it's very compelling to keep them on this journey that God has designed for them.
The irony of a scholarship that we have all benefited as educators, students in the community have certainly benefited from the learning, the knowledge, the interaction, the friendship with these young women.
I so firmly believe in Mercy as an institution and all that it does for the young ladies in our community. And if we can extend that in this day of turmoil throughout the world, extend it to young ladies from other countries, extend it to people that don't have the means, it's just extraordinarily rewarding.
I think the thing that strikes me about our generous donors is that they're making a leap of faith. We, in some ways, are very lucky because we see the results of their generosity and the growth that happens with these students. It is an investment in these young women's future, which I think is full of hope.
My name is Mahema Subba, and I'm a proud Mercy girl. Thank you for making my dreams come true.
My name is Sandra Uwiringiyimana, and I'm a very proud Mercy girl. If you're at all inspired by my journey, please consider supporting the Frances Warde Scholarship, because you could be helping a girl just like me fulfill her potential.